Good morning. It is 6 a.m. and I am ready to start my day. I decided to make this video because some people don't understand what it's like to be a teacher during this time. So here is my video on the day in the life of a distance learning teacher. So it is just before 7 a.m. and my sister and I, who teach together, we are on our way to work. Here we go. 7:07 and we have just arrived to school. We are required to wear our masks until we get safely into our classrooms by ourselves. This is my lonely walk Monday through Friday. I'm not just a teacher, I'm the school activities director, so I plan all of the lunch activities, clubs, school dances, rallies, and I love the kids. I love what I do, and it's hard to walk here 5 days a week and not have any students here. Take a look. It is a complete ghost town. And you know, we teachers get into this to make a difference in the kids' lives, and it is really hard when they're not here. So this is what it's like. I teach at my desk and I see an empty classroom every day. I wanted to share with you what happens when I get to my classroom in the morning, or if we were teaching from home. From 7:20 to 8 a.m. it is considered our prep period. During that time, we are checking and answering emails, we are working on our lesson plans, we are grading, we are inputting grades, we are checking Google Classroom, and really just looking for students that need that extra support. So we have that 40 minutes to do that. A lot of times it's not enough time, so we'll spend our lunch, passing period, after school, and even on the weekends working on all of those items. So here is my setup where I pretty much live Monday through Friday from 7:20 until about 2:30, oftentimes later. And I use this as my background. And there's my printer, my phone, my monitor for my desktop. I have two different devices. There's my bell schedule between them, and then all of my student information, and of course family photos to keep me inspired. So let me explain why I have three different devices here. I use my desktop computer mainly for two things. Number one, I use it for emails. I'm checking to see if there's any information coming from my administrators or the district. I'm also checking to see if there are any emails coming through from students who are not able to log on or are absent that day. I'm also checking Google Classroom to see if any students are sending me messages via Google Classroom. I then use my Mac, and I did have to purchase this with my own money, over $1,000 this summer, because I needed a device that had a better camera. So I'm using this as my camera so the students can see me, and then I can see them, of course, through the gallery view. So I'm monitoring my actual students and seeing them on this computer. In addition to that, I'm using it for the chat, so I can see private and public messages from my students that are asking questions about the lesson, or maybe they even have a personal issue, and a lot of times we're playing counselor in addition to teaching. We are also monitoring the participant list. So who's in the waiting room, who are we letting in? If a student got booted out, letting them back into class during the lesson. So we're trying to monitor that as well. And then my third device, my school issued Chromebook. I am using this device. I'm also logged on to Zoom, but I'm using it kind of like my whiteboard. So I am projecting and sharing my screen that has the agenda for the day, all of the lessons, a slideshow that I post into Google Classroom at the end of each day. And so really this is where they're seeing the lesson, but then this computer, they are seeing me and I am seeing them. And then over here, I am monitoring all of the communication. Okay, so I just finished teaching my homeroom class, and at our school we have homeroom Monday through Friday. It's 30 minutes a day, and we start the day with homeroom every single day. The purpose of this class is to really focus on social emotional learning. We know that the academics are important, but more importantly, we want to make sure that our students are doing well emotionally. And so we start every day to check in with our students. We have lessons on motivation, so our week goes Motivation Mondays, Talk About It Tuesdays, Wicker Wednesdays for Avid, Thoughtful Thursdays, and Family Fridays. And we really spend this time teaching our students about positive self-talk, how to deal with stress and anxiety, using your resources. This week we're focusing on how to, so how not to feel stuck and realize that you have options and resources out there to help you. So we're teaching them how to connect with our counselor if you need counseling, how to get a MiFi device if you're lacking the Wi-Fi at home, how to submit assignments on Google Classroom, and even how to check your grades and missing assignments on Student View, which is our grading program. So that's kind of what our week looks like. And then now we get a 10-minute break between classes to use the restroom if we have to use it, and check emails, write emails, submit attendance, and do anything we need to do in that 10-minute window to get ready for our next class. So we all have totally different classes. I have my leadership kids next, so here we go. Okay, so this is me on a quick restroom break. This is a luxury I don't usually have during the school year because I have students in my room all day long from before school to after school. So we get 10 minutes to try to close out. I had to stay a little bit later with this last class because I had students who needed to work on extra stuff. But yeah, quick potty break. I can do this. Okay, so my leadership class is getting ready to start, and I have my attendance sheet, and I am checking every single student in one at a time. I admit them each. I check their names because we don't want any Zoom bombers. So it does take a little bit of time because I have a lot of students, but I do check them in. I'm usually playing music right now, but I'm using my phone to record. But I do have my screen. It's projecting the agenda for today, and then I am letting them in on my other computer. So here we go. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Please take out your agendas and fill in your TCH for today. Okay, so we're ready to start. I have everything ready. I have my Google Classroom and email set up on this one. I have my Zoom ready to go. I have kids in the waiting room, classes getting ready to start right now. And I have my agenda and all of my PowerPoint slides ready to go on here. So here we go. It's time to teach Avid. Okay, good morning, everyone. Make sure that you filled in your TCH into your agenda. Make sure you are typing in done into the chat when you have finished so I know we can move forward. I'm going to go ahead and send invites to all of the students who have not shown up yet. So just give me a second while you're filling in your agenda. I will do that. I hope you enjoyed the song this morning. And I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. It's good to see everybody here. Thank you for showing up and being on time. Let's get all of these other people here. Here we go. We got a few more people coming in. That's what I want to hear. All right, let's see who else we got coming into class. I love all those little dings because it means people are showing up. All right. So please, like I said, make sure that you, oh, no worries. I understand if it's lagging or you're having a little bit of trouble. I'm glad that you made it. Okay. Just making sure I'm checking everyone in. I want to make sure everyone gets credit for being here today. Oh, we almost have a full class. It's exciting. Okay, I think we have almost everyone here. You know, I love it when that happens. Uh-oh, I think we got our last person. Ladies and gentlemen, bingo, loteria, we have a full class. Awesome. All right, let's get started. Everyone is here. Okay, so today we are focusing on writing and organization. So we're going to have a scholar starter to help build your academic vocabulary and improve your reading and writing skills. And then we're also going to be doing a binder check to make sure that you are staying organized. So what you're seeing here is, this is what my students are actually saying. I'm projecting this. This is our scholar starter where they work on academic vocabulary in my class. On this screen, I'm working on the chat and accepting students into the room and watching them. And then over here, I can actually see live what they are working on. So I'm usually flipping through and watching the students actually work on their assignments. I can give them feedback. In the chat, I can actually, they can tell me like, I'm having trouble, can you look at mine? And so I am doing all of that while I'm teaching the class. Real fast, I think your partner for your breakout room got booted out. So I'm gonna go ahead and move you to a different breakout room, okay? So when you pop into that room with the other students, just let them know that you're gonna be partnering up with them, okay? All right, so let's get you to that other breakout room. I'll put you with, let's see. I'm gonna put you with these students over here. Let's see. I'm gonna put you in breakout room 4 because I don't want you by yourself, okay? All right, so go ahead and join that group. You're getting the invite right now to go to that breakout room. Perfect. So my students right now, they're all in breakout rooms. They have AB partners, and so that's another part of what we're doing on Zoom is we want them to have that social time. Sometimes they're in larger groups, sometimes they're just with an AB partner, and right now they are doing a binder check, and they are showing each other on camera their assignments, and then there's helping to score each other's and verify their grades. So that is currently something else we have to manage, is making sure that everyone's in a breakout room, and then like right now I have 11 different breakout rooms, and I am hopping between all of the rooms checking in on the students. So another part of our job with virtual teaching. Okay, so it's just about 11 o'clock and we have already taught 4 classes this morning. We are now on something called office hours, and that happens 5 days a week for approximately 20 minutes per day. And during this time, students can contact their teachers through Zoom, email, phone call, or through Google Classroom. And this is where they can get extra assistance, whether they need some reteaching or just have some questions on one of the assignments that is getting ready to be turned in. So this is that extra time where we can help the students with one-on-one assistance. So I am currently on my lunch break, and we have 40 minutes. The 40 minutes flies by like that. I brought food from home, I sit here at my desk, and I continue working. I don't stop because the time that we have in the day during our prep period, it's not enough to actually do the work that we need to do, preparing lessons, grading, answering emails. Right now I'm actually working on pulling samples, student samples for an IEP that's coming up for one of my special education students. We have clubs that are getting ready to start in the near future, so I will be giving up my lunch 2 days a week to run a dance club with my sister, and then Fun Friday activities with my students, because we know it's important to not just have the academics, but to also give that social time to our students, which means we are the club advisors, so we give up our lunch to offer that time to our students. So this is what is typical, not just in the virtual classroom, but typical of many teachers across the United States during the school year, where we get a quick 40 minutes, but we're usually giving it up to spend time with our students and help them. So my teaching day is over, but I'm still here at my classroom. I'm currently working on writing letters of recommendation for former students that I had back in middle school who are now seniors, working on their senior portfolios. It is my honor to write them for them, but it does take time. I'm also grading and working on getting back to people through email. I also have a training coming up from 3:30 to 5 p.m. this evening to learn about Nearpod. So why do we do this? Why do we put in all of these extra hours? It's because when there are times like this with distance learning, we've never done it before, we're all learning. We know that in these struggles and in these times of change, it's really an opportunity for us to grow. So that's why we do it. That's why we put in the extra time. And so no, we are not on vacation since March. We are working our butts off. This is my 20th year of teaching, and I have never worked harder in my life. And I am exhausted at the end of the day because I'm already an energetic teacher, but I feel like I have to give out even more energy because I need it to actually go through the screen and reach into all of my students' homes so they know how much I care, and I want them to learn, and I want them to love my class and love learning. So that's what we do. I hope you enjoyed the day in the life of a distance learning teacher. And hopefully tomorrow I'll be even better than I was today, because that's the point. Every morning that we wake up, we have an opportunity to do better and be better. So tomorrow I'll be even better than I was today. Thank you.